Well. What we have here? What do we have here? Don't worry, guys. Outrage will be updated in the near future. That nobody knows. Listen. Let me say something right now. Outrage, we're not gonna see any. Don't worry about it, because outrage, it won't happen. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this now: the outrage will only happen if this man was brown or was black, of course. But anyway, guys, let's make this quick, because I'm gonna go to bed very soon. I'm quite tired, so let's talk about. Let's bring people here. Let's bring it here. So let's bring some people here. Okay. Selective, it was a selective badness. What that's supposed to mean?
Yeah, what's going on, Doc?
You know what's happening, man. Look at the picture right there. Look at the
I think
baby.
regardless of race, that's disgusting, isn't it, really? And
Yeah.
he needs hanging.
Should we have a Najee Farage speaking about it?
That's why someone like
I'm
Rupert Lowe.
the one who says selective badness.
Selective badness.
Mad.
That's why capital punishment needs to come back.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, but wait a second. But wait a second. When Rupert Lowe said about capital punishment, who did he mention?
He's also mentioned this, Doc.
He said domestic people, but he said mainly migrants. He said
this is disgusting either way. It doesn't matter whether he's black, brown, yellow, pink. It's vile. He deserves a death penalty, doesn't he?
I know, it's disgusting.
100%.
Regardless.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure if you guys saw on the news last week in Pakistan. Executed 5 guys.
There's only one way to start this conversation, Dark Punisher, and it's by going, well.
I know.
It's mad.
I think we need to protest outside the school. We need to go to the school to teach work that and protest outside.
You need to bring people that went to the Southampton riot to go to the front of the pole. They won't do that anyway. They don't.
You don't know. It makes total sense if we all went outside of the school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does.
Why is that?
I mean, they went outside. What's his name's house? So
they went outside. Sorry.
I mean, like in terms of this instance, well, if people don't go to like this person's school or don't see any outrage, it's like hypocrisy from other instances of tragedy. Like I know the Henry Novak.
So Henry Novak, okay.
Yeah. Like I mean, obviously, we have instances of like disgust and kind of things that really draw on heartstrings. But yeah, like you mentioned it, Doug. Like as soon as it's like the classic when like if you see Family Guy when he pulls out kind of the scale of like skin tones, it's like as soon as it gets past a certain color pigmentation, then like nobody cares apparently. Like all the British media just doesn't care. They're like, it's just another day. But as soon as someone's like, I know, Pakistani or a migrant does it, the news are like, oh, gold dust.
No. Let me say something, because this is true. If this baby is English, right? White English, beautiful baby. Now, let's say that the man that unalived this baby was Pakistan.
What do you think was
going to happen?
Doc, I've seen a comment that said, at least he was from here.
So
at the start of the live, someone commented, at least he was from here.
So
that'll be the talking point. This is the white supremacy. This is the white excellence that people like.
Hold on a second. What do you mean he's from here? What do you mean about that?
Somebody's trying from the start of the live. Someone said, at least he was from here.
What are you going to write about, right? Because he was born. Hold on,
what?
He was born
what?
here.
You're not outraged.
Can I finish?
Are you not outraged?
I need to finish this waffling nonsense again.
Are you not outraged, Kaz?
Can you shut up for 1 second?
No, but are you not outraged? Because this is disgusting.
No shit, Sherlock, Greg. The fuck?
But you don't care. I think you'd care more if it was a brown
Greg,
person.
shut up, you fucking weirdo, man.
Why are you crying?
Please, if you're not going to drop it.
You're a hypocrite.
Greg, let her dig the hole. Go on.
Go on.
Quite a weird stance.
People are going to be saying...
Enlighten us, please. Go ahead.
People are going to be saying that, right? Because has he been sentenced yet? Is he still waiting for a sentencing? Yes or no?
What's your point then?
Yes or no?
I don't know.
Has he
He's
been
been found
sentenced?
guilty, so he's not been sentenced.
If he's sentenced, then what?
Well, should you not know if he's been sentenced or not?
Okay,
What
so if he's
difference does it
sentenced, then
make?
what? Hold on. If he's
Okay,
sentenced, then what?
so if the sentencing was too low, then fair enough, go out and riot against the police, yes? Because what are you going to riot about? He was born here and he's been sent to jail. What are you rioting about?
It's not British though with that surname.
Oh,
Shut up, Sean.
Oh,
Fuck
Sean.
you now.
What I don't
No,
get,
you
why would you
can't
want
do
that?
that. You can't react like that.
Tell me one British
for these
person.
reasons.
Tell me one British person in history that has the same
Sean,
surname as
he is
him.
British.
No, he's not.
Sean, does it? Wait,
They're
Sean,
both
does it?
British.
His surname is
Sean,
fucking crazy.
Sean, he's British. He has a British passport.
He's a white
Have you not
British
seen the
man
interview
that
of
you
him,
guys.
Sean? He
Hold
speaks
on.
very fluent English.
Punisher, are you British?
And
No,
start
but-
Sean just
So why have you got? Hold on. Watch this.
Oh, whatever. Sean is British. That's it,
Why
man.
have you? Hold on. If you're not British,
No,
why have you got a
Jesus
British passport?
Christ.
If you're not British,
Sean, is this
I wasn't
the
born here,
white
Sean. I'm not
excellence?
born here, Sean.
Wait, hang on. So
Punisher,
Sean,
if
you're
you're not-
I wasn't born here,
shifting,
Sean.
hold on.
I'm not
you're
born here,
shifting the
Sean.
blame away from, I know, because of his surname. Yet this man has been found guilty of allowing the unaliving of a child,
Tim,
2 counts
Tim.
of child cruelty. And
I
one
Okay,
count
hold
of
on, Tim.
assault.
He's not
I said
sentenced
to
yet.
fucking Punisher. You
Sorry,
fucking idiot.
Cassie was asking if he's sentenced. No, he's not sentenced yet.
No, he's
Right.
Can people riot now, Cass?
But well, no.
So, Tim, you're making it
hold
a double-
on,
No,
Sean.
Sean, please. I'm
I
not
was already
British.
talking. What are you talking about?
I'm not British. I'm British.
I was talking about.
hold
I'm talking
on.
to Tim. about the prop.
Sean,
can
this
you
man is
stop?
British.
No,
Like it or not, he's
I'm not
British.
talking
End of.
about this. I was talking to Tim. I said I know this case. I'm the one that fucking sent
Okay.
Punisher.
Okay, but it's not. Cassie said, is he sentenced or not? I said, Cassie, yes, because I thought he was sentenced. Cassie said, it's not going to riot, right? Because he's sentenced, he's going to go to jail. He's not sentenced yet. Now what?
Yes, exactly.
Should we riot?
I mean, if the sentencing's shit, which it probably will be, yes, everyone should be out rioting. Of course they should.
They won.
Wait, but
You know
hang on,
they won. You know that.
But
Let
I
me
mean,
see it.
but
You know they
in
won.
relation to that though, Cass, people were like riled up and angry and starting riots even before the Vikram Digwa got his sentence laid down on. So with regards to that,
I think that what we're concerned about here is the selective outrage, in the sense that if this was a non-white person that did this, it would be added to the current kind of anger and misplaced frustration.
Non-white people have been doing
CJ,
this.
wait, CJ. So people would be taken to the streets about this if it was a brown person, if it was a migrant or something
That's
like
a
that.
lie.
But because it's not, everyone's like, oh, well, at least he's from here, you know. He did these horrible things to a 13-month-old baby, right? A baby that was a year old. Yeah, oh, it's all right. It was from here, you know, fuck it.
And who
But that's
said
the
that, Greg?
mentality. You don't have
Cass,
outrage.
you said it when you came up. Cass, is there a
He said,
difference?
so what? He said, so what?
You
It's from
have to
here.
be delusional. You read out a comment and says that someone said at least he was from here. And
That's
I
what a
said,
comment said, and you came up and agreed.
who agreed, you fucking weirdo?
Cass, let's wheel it back a little bit, right?
You know,
Cass,
Gaslight.
does it make a
Just
difference
twist
that
words,
he's...
it's so
One second.
unwieldy.
Okay, one at a time. Does it make a difference that he's born here? And he's
Did I
white?
say it did, Hash? No, I
Asking you,
didn't.
does it?
To stop putting words into my mouth that I
Baby,
clearly
No, but
haven't
one
Yeah,
said.
second.
yeah.
All
I
that
don't
guys,
understand.
all them guys, people on the panel said, he's born here, then it's not point to riot because he's born here. If he's from this country. That's what people
nothing to
said.
do with it. There's
Sorry?
also loads of different ethnicities have done stuff like this and are fiddling with kids every day and doing all sorts of horrible stuff, and no one's writing about it.
Oh, mate, do you know what's worse? I've just
my
looked at
God.
this, right? This is actually another case of a...
Oh, God.
Oh,
Like,
my
this is
internet.
happening every day. This
No,
sort of stuff.
this
is just what's being
specific
reported.
example, right? This is another case of a homosexual couple adopting a child
That's the
and doing
common denominator.
disgusting things to it.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we
Men
allowing
shouldn't be
this?
allowed to adopt a baby. It's weird. It's
What's the
It
common
is.
denominator
It's
here?
fucking disgusting.
We're not gonna get
It's like women shouldn't be able to have a baby. Sorry, no.
What are you saying?
There's not going to be riots out in the streets over this, is there?
Why are
Go-
homosexual
go-
men
go and start a
wanting to
riot about
adopt
it
a
then.
child?
That's it,
Why don't you
child.
go and start a riot yourself?
Are we going to be homophobic right now?
It's not homophobic. It's questionable, right? You have to start looking into what homosexuality is and what the kind of the taboo nature of it. No, but there's repeated patterns of this. I can bring up another 3 examples of this kind of thing where 2 males have adopted a child and done awful things to it.
Greg, there are also couples that unalive children when they have a baby. I mean, what's your point?
Yeah, and I'm not disputing that, and that's also wrong. But this is wrong. And when we start seeing patterns like this is when you need to start taking action.
So are you saying that we should stop? Sorry, you said we should stop both gender adopting children?
Yeah, we should stop homosexual men from being able to adopt children.
Is that for men or for
Is that for men or for women? Hold on, just don't allow men near children. Like that's simple.
Sorry. Is that hold on a second, Nash? Is that for men or also women?
Yes, that's men. That's men. Yes, that's men.
Just men.
Just men.
No, it should be for both. Punisher, no, 2 seconds. Punisher, would you go and tell a single woman, right, to go and take IVF to raise a baby on her own? Would you advise someone to do that?
What if she wants to?
Wouldn't. No, you would not. You'd say no. A child does not benefit from a single mom as much as they would from a 2-parent household.
Yeah, that may be fucking so. That may be so. It doesn't make. What are you talking about, Kaz? Women are more than capable to raise a child on their own. Yeah, it's not gonna have. No, shut up. Shut the fuck up for a second.
No, because you're going off emotion. Stop talking.
Stop talking.
Greg, you're a muck, mate.
You're sitting there and saying that single parents can't raise children now. Let's hope it never happens to you. Let's hope your boyfriend never fucking cheats on you.
You didn't listen to what I just said,
disgusting human being. You have no idea what you're talking about.
It's so weird, man. Them KFC chicken wings are getting to your brain cells. Literally,
again, just a random comment because you're getting fucking clowned.
It's proven that single dads raise children better than single moms. What the fuck
bullshit.
are you on about? You
Show me a statistic. Show me a statistic. Show me a fucking stat, you dumb cunt. Go on, show me a stat.
Why are we talking about couples that
We're talking about a baby that lost their life.
Yeah, can we talk about a baby?
Dark Punisher. I'm gonna self-drop. I think I've got white tea fatigue or something. Can't deal with these people, man.
All right, bye then, pal.
Wow, what a victim! Jesus.
No, he dropped because it's not about him.
I think personally, right? I think men shouldn't be around minors at all, even in schools teaching. No men. I think beyond the age of 18, beyond the age of 18 in university, men should teach. I think
let's say a happy couple give birth to a child. The man's got to pack his bags and go away for 18 years. Oh, sorry, can't be here anymore.
No, I said in schools. I said men shouldn't be teaching in schools.
Again, it's a terrible argument because it's a slippery. It leads to a slippery slope. It's a bad argument.
Men are dangerous, mate. It's as simple as that.
What?
No, CJ. Dangerous people are dangerous. Not that's that.
I think women should only be teaching in schools, mate.
CJ, hold on then. What about the women who essay young boys in schools? What about the women going on?
That's nowhere near as common. Nowhere near.
It's not very rare.
There is no epidemic at the moment.
Can you bring up how many cases there's been in this year alone?
Okay, so how?
You don't know, Cass. You're just speaking of stuff like this.
So I look like AI, mate. I haven't got fucking statistics.
Why are you saying things with such kind of conviction? Then you're obviously not researching these kind of things.
Have women never essayed young boys in high school?
I've not said that's never happened, but you're saying it also happened at the same level.
Okay, can we let people speak? Thank you very much. Sorry, Opium.
No, I was just going to say, Sean is correct. Let's put it into perspective, comparative to the amount the men comparative to the men that assault children when put into positions of power, comparative to the women that assault children in positions of power. It is night and day. Women offend in that regard staggeringly less than men do.
I agree with you.
Who's more likely to unalive a newborn, the man or the woman? It would be the woman. Women are more like, hold on, let me finish. Can I finish? Do you have self-control?
Factually, men are more violent than women.
Can I finish? Do women not get postnatal depression from pregnancy? Yes, they do. Have you not seen how many women actually unalive their newborn babies? Are you actually fit?
How many then? Tell us. If you're raising the point, tell us how many women are doing
I can go and get the statistics, yes.
Again, so you're just making random statements without facts to back it up.
I know.
Greg, your mum should have swallowed you, babe. This
Nice.
is why abortion
I wish the
should
same
stay
to
legal.
you.
This
I wish
is why
the same to
abortion
you.
should always be legal.
Yeah, that's great.
Can
But
we let other
if you
people speaking, please? I want other people speaking.
turning my mic off like I'm saying something. If you look at this case,
because I don't got time for people arguing here.
People like me.
No, everybody can speak. You argue with that, she argue with you. I don't got time for that.
And look, if you look at this case, not only was this guy this partner, it was also his partner that was doing stuff to the child as well.
Yeah.
So this is the point I'm making, right? And you have to start looking into what homosexuality is and why it was such a taboo thing, and now it's been put in the open, and what pride is, and ultimately. It's essentially normalising.
It's not. It's just men.
A fetish. Let me finish. It's normalising the degeneracy, the disgusting sexual kinks that homosexual men get up to. That's what it is. And now we've accepted it as a society that men will meet up and do these things.
But Sean, you have
in
to
public.
admit it is
so
just
now
men.
Only for them, not for lesbian. Lesbian is fine.
No, that's the thing. That's the point I'm making. Lesbians don't.
We should ban homosexuality, but only homosexuality.
No, we should. No, I'm not saying we should ban homosexuality. I'm saying that we should ban homosexuals from adopting children.
What? Because of a few cases?
Yes.
Like that's crazy.
One case of this is bad enough.
Going off that logic, then all immigrants.
So hold on a second, CJ.
That's discrimination.
So if a lesbian couple want to have a child, would you say ban them from there as well?
No.
What's that?
Huh?
No.
What's that, sorry.
Why not?
I'm not agreeing.
Because lesbian couples don't do this sort of thing. They aren't disgusting like these men are. That's the point.
Just as bad.
Women are natural child. Women bring children into this world, and they are natural mothers.
Absolutely
and they
crazy.
Well, debunk me then. Rebut my claims.
Okay, so women are more likely to unalive their newborn babies within 24 hours, Greg. You're just chatting shit, mate. You are literally chatting shit. That's all you're doing.
Adopted parents don't get them within 24 hours.
Right, buildings with their babies.
So shall we just leave out women there? Because women divorce
You are perfect.
100%.
I agree with Greg.
Oh, of course you do, Rennie.
He's correct.
You have a mentality.
No, he's correct.
Right,
Why are
you know what's funny? I believe that Islam is far right.
I say we have a vote, Dark.
No, but seriously, why would two men want to adopt a child?
Why would two women want to adopt a child?
Because they're mothers. They want to be mothers.
A man shouldn't
Can you
be
not be
raising.
fathers?
No, if you want to be a father, have a child. Go
let me ask
impregnate a woman.
Rennie,
are you okay for two women to adopt a child?
No,
Oh, why not?
because it's creepy. Like, why would two men want to adopt?
No, I mean two women. Two women.
No.
Why not?
Because they're funky people, man. They're like, let them. I don't mind people being.
Rennie,
Hey,
just say it
you
goes
can
against.
say
Rennie, you
mine.
can say it goes against your religion. It's fine.
No. I'm not even bringing.
I'll say it
I'm
with
not
you.
bringing
That's
religion
political.
involved.
Let's speak.
I'm not bringing.
Rennie, please.
I'm not bringing religion involved. I don't.
So
think
why two women
someone's
cannot
going
adopt
to
a child? Sorry.
Because, Doc, you know what it is. Me personally, I'll be honest with you. I feel like when someone's like LGBT, there's something what's wrong with them.
No, I agree. And this is
I'm not against them.
the
And to be
normalization.
I'm not against them, but something. No, listen, this guy made it said. Sorry, he said I'm not against them, but something's wrong with them. Okay.
Well, there is.
Wait, hold on.
It's not normal.
Wait, there's nothing.
It's against
there's nothing
biology.
I don't think there's anything wrong. Like, to say something's wrong with them, I think it's the wrong way to word it. Like, me and Rennie, coming from religion, coming from that, it's seen as an immoral act. It's an immorality.
And why is
but
that?
I'm not
Why
going to
is
go out
that?
and
Because
ban
God
it.
didn't design us to do that.
Yeah,
I'm not going to go.
Political
Yes.
Tim, as a Christian,
Yes.
we believe that
The act is
it's
bad.
the act that's the
Yes,
issue. So
not the
having
person.
a person being homosexual has
The same thing.
is no big deal.
What?
The Bible says no. The Bible.
Greg,
No. The Bible says it's a sin is sin. God doesn't see just if you lie, it's the same as committing that act. If you steal, it's the same as committing that act. If you murder somebody, it's the same as lying.
No, Nat, she's basically saying that people can be GAY.
I am telling you, in the relation to my religion.
Well, then that's contradictory. It doesn't work.
Exactly.
In regards to my religion, in regards to Christianity, that God sees sin as sin. There is no gradients to sin.
Essentially, what you're doing is trying to justify. Hang on a second. Hang on. Tim, you're making the same point as her. 1 second, please. What you have to realize is that by saying that, you're essentially saying it's okay to be homosexual up until the point you put your penis in a man's arsehole.
Exactly.
That's the bad part.
Can you please the language, please, guys?
I think
the Bible says, "Go and sin no more." So no matter what thing you're doing, you will stop
about Christianity. Can we talk about?
Can we do one?
After the Bible talking
what is wrong with this woman?
homosexuality?
Nat, you're not a Christian anyway. Shut up.
Read the problem.
There's too many people speaking, man. One at a time.
And you are a classic pick me.
Everybody chill out.
One at a time, man. There's too many
not
people
a 40-year-old
coming from you, Rennie.
I think personally, it's harsh on a child. I mean, would you have wanted to be brought into this world with homosexual parents? Any one of you on this panel? I wouldn't have wanted that.
No, not for me.
Doesn't matter.
CJ,
as long as they've been
I'm happy I have a mother and a father.
As long as I'm bringing up a nice healthy baby.
Are you not?
The thing is, I mean,
I've got a question for CJ. Sorry, Tim.
Just let Tim say his thing, because I silenced him earlier. Hang on, let Tim talk, then you go on.
Pathetic.
Well, I was going to say, like, we should just move on from this, like, can men and do that? Because if I'm going to come for myself, I'm technically born from sin. I'm a bastard. I was born out of wedlock. So in my own belief, I am born from sin. So I feel like it doesn't matter if it's two males or two females or a man and a woman or just a man or just a woman who had this child. What's happened is we should focus on the fact that this man, I wouldn't even call him a man, this thing has decided to brutally attack this 13-month-old child.
So you saying sin doesn't matter?
No, I'm saying that's not the focus of the conversation.
Have you seen the interview as well? He literally just does not care. He doesn't care.
But
CJ, can I ask you a question?
Him not caring has got nothing to do with the fact that he's homosexual.
So you said earlier that men should be teaching in schools and stuff. So obviously we've got a massive crisis of residential homes and kids in care and stuff. Okay. What would you say about that? Like kids.
I'd say the same with that. Really, it's a big thing. It'd be a massive operation, but I think personally, women should only be around minors. I just don't. I've got a daughter myself, and put it this way, I don't want men around her teaching her.
That's a really good point. That is a really good point.
There's an epidemic at the moment that's out of control, and then we're flooding in other countries as well.
CJ, just stop with that.
You have to understand
how many male nursery workers? Hang on. How many male nursery workers do you know?
By the way,
there are none at my daughter's nursery. Thank God.
Wait, if we're going off fact with regards to kind of who unalives children more, the idea that women are like the people who unalive children more than men is the case in the first 24 hours. As Dolphin says, it's neonaticide. However, after that 24-hour period is over, the likelihood of a man unaliving the child, as opposed to the mother, drastically shifts in favour of the man.
Well done reading the comment, mate. Get your own facts first.
Oh, chill out, Tony.
Nice time reading.
Chill out, Tony.
You have not got a thought for yourself, son.
Tony.
You sad.
Wait, Tony. I know information.
I get muted, cool.
Yeah.
These guys are like.
Yeah, why don't you like him?
No, stop muting him.
Guys have literally been homophobic, but it's been allowed.
Let him speak.
Wait, Tony.
Well done.
I know information.
Tony, what do you want to say? Tony, what do you want to say? Go ahead, Tony. What are you saying?
So, what is the difference? What is the point of talking about this guy's whatever he wants to be? If he is straight, gay, whatever he wants to be, why do they not just take it as the fact of this is a man that has done disgusting things
that's what I'm saying,
to a child?
1000%.
But 3 people in here who are trolls have now came up and said, "Aye, but it's because he's gay." That is pathetic and disgusting that somebody said that in here, and just to say that. It's a fucking disgrace that it's been allowed to stay up here.
Who are the 3 people that have said that? No 3.
Rennie, you, and Sean.
When did I say that?
Yeah,
I said that. Oh, yeah, I said that. Are you mad?
Hold on, Tony, hold on a second. The people that said that is Sean, which is Greg, Rennie, and I think maybe
politics.
Cass. Yeah.
Tim.
Tony, I know
Tim
information. I didn't say it at all. I didn't say that at all. I said
no.
Tim,
you didn't mention you. Tell him.
I didn't say that at all. I didn't say that at all. I know information.
Stop playing the victim card, Tim.
Stop
playing the victim card, Tim.
Information,
Stop playing the
Scotland
victim
is
card.
quite behind, but I didn't say that.
Okay.
Okay.
Stop playing the victim card, Tim.
Tony, the people that said that is Rennie,
Tony,
fella.
Tony,
Tony,
I
go
said it. I'm
Tony, go what?
Tony,
You guys say, Tim?
Tony, listen.
Tony, Tim, what you guys say?
I'm the one that has.
Aye, stay quiet, little boy.
Wait, Tony. I'm the one that's been critical of homosexuals. If you had something you'd like to say to me, say it. Tim hasn't
You're
said
an
anything.
absolute wanker.
I said nothing.
Okay, why am I a wanker?
Because you're making the whole point of this being a gay problem when it's just a man.
So what
who
we're
has done
seeing is a
something to
repeated pattern.
So you
of
ask a question
homosexual
and then you talk over me.
adopting children.
So you
We've
ask a
seen lots of
question
examples
and you
of
talk
this.
over me.
Okay, Tony.
So
So
you
let
ask
me
a question and you talk over.
Okay,
Go ahead, Tony.
so
John,
I'm
you're a good boy
talking.
and shush.
Yeah, okay.
You
Are
asked
you
the question.
homosexual, Tony?
You have made this a
Tony,
point
are
of
you
being a
homosexual?
gay guy.
Tony.
Guys, can you please? Sorry, can
Hold
you
on,
please
hold
stop
on. He's
talking over
asked a
that?
question and I'm going to answer. Simple.
Okay, answer the question. Go ahead,
John,
Tony, finish
the
it.
whole point of you saying that this is a fault of the gay side is a disgrace because we have a lot of gay couples in Britain that have adopted children. We have a lot of gay couples in the whole world that have adopted children who do not do this shit to the Waynes. Unfortunately, this has happened to this young child because of two absolute idiots that shouldn't be allowed to adopt in the first place.
No, they're not idiots.
I'm still not
Hang on,
finished.
Tony,
I'm still
wrap your
not
points
finished.
up. Wrap your
It's
points
not
up.
finished
I'm
yet,
not
Greg.
finished.
Wrap it up.
I'm still not finished. I wish I could say that about your mum and your dad as well.
Yeah,
but
anyway,
still,
wrap it up, mate. Go on.
Oh my God.
you have now made us a point due to based on your religion, when you're not even Christian, mate, to attack the gay community, which I think is a disgrace.
Yeah.
I said this, it's a man problem, and everybody
Hang
had a
on,
go.
no,
You
let me
saying, I only
fucking
want men
respond. Be
teaching my
quiet.
kids.
Wait.
I only want women
Don't
teaching
swear
my
at me,
kids.
little boy. You wouldn't
Let
swear at my
me
face.
respond.
You wouldn't do it to my face. Don't swear at me.
Let me
you wee dick.
respond. Let me
Okay,
respond.
okay. Can I respond now?
You've
Right,
made
go ahead.
a lot of wild claims there. First of all, I never claimed I was religious. None of my views stem from religion. Okay. So, second
Just
of all,
homophobic. Cool.
okay. Oh, so you're going to interrupt me, but I can't interrupt you. Is that how
Yeah,
it works?
keep interrupting me, mate.
Yeah. Anyway, so the thing is, right, and I think what you've done clearly is shown that you're very emotional about this.
Wrap it up, son.
You've gone to insult my mother, and you've gone to make various other comments because you can't just focus on the point I'm making. So what you are is very offended. I therefore have reason to believe that you are indeed homosexual.
Doc, what is going on over here, man?
I agree.
I'm straight, by the way.
I agree.
Tony, let him finish. It's not fair. Come on.
Well, he just called me homosexual when I'm straight, so he's just lying.
Is that offensive?
And that's fine. I will gladly report the lie for defamation of character if you want.
What?
Simple. He shouldn't lie.
Tony, if you're that emotional, just do one.
Right. So anyway, as I was saying, I agree.
So can you take back you called me gay, please? Can you apologise first?
God. Doc,
No,
what's
I'm
going
not
on with the
gonna
panel?
Okay,
apologise.
so
please,
the lie is coming down then. Okay, for harassment and
It's
bullying.
getting a bit silly
Okay.
now. So the guy Tony is not homosexual. If you have a,
If he says
you have
so,
a proof,
if he says so.
if you have a
I'm
proof
straight.
that he is,
And
if
he
you have a
should
proof
be
that he is, prove
apologising.
it. If you don't have a proof,
I don't believe it.
Basically, what he says is that we can't blame them for being homosexual for the fact.
And I was
that
trying to
they're
address
gay.
that.
The problem here is men. It seems to me that people didn't get that yet. I don't know
Can I
why it's
get
so
an
hard
apology?
to understand it. That the problem we have here is men unaliving other people. Men.
I'm not disputing that. I'm
Can
not
I
disputing
get
that.
an
And I was
apology?
trying to respond to Tony, but Tony repeatedly keeps interrupting.
Can I get an
Now,
apology
I
for you
will
lying
accept-
about me?
I will accept that there are multiple
Can you
homosexual
apologise,
couples
little boy?
who have not
He's not going
done
to apologize, Tony. Forget about
It
it.
keeps, yeah, he just doesn't stop talking. I'm just talking in general to address you more than anyone. But I will accept
You're just scared
there
of me,
are
Sean. That's
homosexual
why.
couples who do not do this to adopted children. However, I do simply think it's a matter of time for those because, again, it goes back to what homosexuality is about and the degeneracy and the disgusting and the anti-biological nature of what it is homosexual.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, Greg. Can you please bring me how many homosexual out unaliving people so far in the United Kingdom?
Right.
Bring statistic. I want statistics. How many homosexual people are unalive people so far in the United Kingdom?
And you wonder why I kept interrupting him?
That's not the point I'm making.
Weird.
I'm primarily focusing on homosexual adoptive parents.
So how many? Okay, Greg. How many homosexual men that adopted children are unalive? Them? How many of them?
There's been multiple cases. I can go and get those if you like.
We're waiting, Sean boy.
Because you make it out it makes out to be like a big, massive case that every single time a homosexual man adopt a child, they end up losing their life. So
you'll bring up the Irish one that happened last year. You'll bring up this one, and then that'll be it.
No.
Sure, if you knew what you were talking about, you don't have to Google this, Sean.
Can I quickly say something?
Shouldn't we question the social services and the vetting that goes on?
Yeah, we absolutely should.
So why are we saying that this? Why are we questioning the gay community about this?
I'm not.
No one is.
Why are we getting Sean allowed to say this and Rennie's allowed to say that?
People say that it's a men problem, people need to be more specific about it. When a child is getting adopted by someone, we have to take safety precautions. We have to take things in account. Now, when two men are adopting a child, it shouldn't be happening. The whole point of, I'll tell you why. Look, a nuclear family, a secure family, is a man and a woman. That's just the basic.
Right.
No, but that's how
hold on, Tony.
That's how it's always been.
No, you going by standard of your religion. Rennie, you going by the standard of your religion. I believe.
No, I'm not
believe.
bringing religion
Shush. You go by standard of your religion, which is not the best religion, by the way. So
I'm not
hold
bringing religion in.
Hold on.
Why are you bringing religion in?
Hold on, because that's you going by this. You going by the standard. You going by the standard of a religion. What I'm saying to you now, you said that it's not good for two men to adopt a child. Can you please bring me a statistic that actually shows that the vast majority of homosexual men that adopt a child are in danger of being unalive? Let's go.
I haven't got the stats.
I'm waiting.
I haven't got the stats. I never put no stats in.
Again, so you're waffling nonsense again. Because you said that homosexual men shouldn't get a child.
But Rennie, a nuclear family a nuclear family is two parental figures. It's not man and woman. It's just two parental figures.
Sorry, political. Rennie obviously is going by religion, and obviously
I'm not going by religion.
So can nobody?
Tim, he said man and woman.
Rennie, can you please tell me why two men or two women cannot adopt a child? What is the reason for that?
Because Dark, the child gets, I don't know, man. It's just
you don't know. Happen. So why are you talking?
Because Dark, I don't know.
No. So Rennie, if you don't know, why are you talking?
No. A child should have a man, a female.
Why is that? Okay. Is a child in danger with two men or two women?
Wait, can I interject a sec?
Potentially.
Potentially says who? Bring me a statistic.
Wait, 2 secs, Dark, because I asked you all earlier if you would want to be a child of a homosexual couple.
I didn't. There's no point asking me because I didn't. No. I'm not. I got a child.
I said yes. CJ, that's a lie. I said yes. As long as I was healthy. As long as I was healthy.
At the end of the day, what the children need are two people who are going to love them.
That's what I'm saying, but these people don't get it.
At the end of the day, we all know that you could have a same-sex couple who don't harm kids, and you can have children who are with a mother and father who starve and abuse and hurt their children. What are we doing here? This case has got nothing to do with a same-sex couple. This is to do with a grossly indecent animal that hurt a child.
Hold on, Nat. Let me remind you that if this man was straight, for example, right? If this man was straight, yeah. And he had a girlfriend, he would unalive the child anyway.
He would have done the same thing.
Because he's really a bad person. So again, I'm going back to you, Randy, because I need to cook you really good today. Now, bring me the reason why you're thinking a man and a woman can actually have a child. Why a child cannot be with a man, or a woman,
Okay, so in life, you have to. There's two routes what you can take up with this. Obviously, you can go with as a male, you go with a female. You can create a family of your own. Let's say, for example, you can't have a family, then you adopt a child. When you're picking your desires over a family, then you can't have children. You just can't. You either pick your desires or you pick proper family.
What's the desires, mate?
When you talk about desires, obviously, Rennie. Hold on, Rennie, you waffle nonsense again. Can you please tell me if a child is in danger with two men acting as a parent, homosexual men or lesbian women? Is a child in danger? If you say yes, bring me a statistic that show me that the majority of homosexual couple with a child would literally end up unaliving the child. Bring me statistic of
But
that,
why
please.
are two men
Because they can.
adopting a child
Because
when
they can.
they're in a
Because they want a family. Because they want a family.
Because they can.
Why are two lesbians doing it, Rennie?
They can't have a family when they're two males or two females.
There's two women. Rennie, there's two women in a relationship. How can they have a child?
Rennie, you do know that you do know that some women cannot have children and have to have IVF or support, or even have to.
But that's a valid excuse because they're trying to have a child.
Two women in a relationship want a child. They can't have a child. Tell me that.
So, say that again.
Two women in a relationship, they don't want to have intercourse with a guy because they're in a lesbian relationship. How can they have a child?
Well, tough luck then. That's what it is. Tough luck.
Oh my! They want a family.
If you want a family,
Rennie, you're going to die alone. Simple, mate. If you have
No, it's married.
He's getting married.
No, guys, hold on. Tony, Rennie is about to get married. He literally pick and choose his wife.
I feel sorry for him.
Yeah,
He's in.
No,
I feel
hold on
sorry
a
for his
second.
wife.
You see the catalog here? That's who he chooses his wife. He literally
He has
one of them. That's who he actually chooses his wife.
He accepted CV applications. CV application.
Can you cook? Can you clean? Can you actually have a child?
No,
Rennie, why have you not got a child yet? Rennie, why have you not got a child yet?
If you say that again.
Why have you not got a child yet?
Because
he's not married yet.
Why not?
He has to get married first.
I'm not married
first.
Tim, you can't say anything. You're a bastard child, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't work that way.
What? Why are you attacking me now?
It doesn't work that way. But you call yourself a bastard. You call yourself a bastard.
Rennie, but Tony, although I'm
you
a
call
bastard,
yourself
I
that?
won't. Yes, yes, I know that, but that's not to do with Rennie's situation. Like Rennie, like myself, won't have children before we're married because we're both religious.
You know, I respect.
You should have children if this is your mentality. If you're going to teach them to be homophobic, you shouldn't have a child.
If you
in my opinion,
are a male and you want children, go find a woman and have a family with her. Don't adopt children.
But they can't because they are not in that sort of mindset of having a child with a woman.
Well, then tough luck.
Because do you understand what gay people think? Do you understand?
Buy a dog, buy a cat.
Because you're a Christian, you don't really understand the logic of the
hold on a second, guys. Rennie, sorry, Rennie. You saw this is Western. Obviously, this is a different culture now. Of course, men are men or women can have a child.
That's fine.
Because it's allowed to do that. There are so many things that you are against when it comes to the Western culture. My question to you is,
like what?
Why are you here?
I'm not against people who are LGBT.
No, Rennie, listen to me. Listen to me, Rennie. When you came on my panel so many times, and I kind of come to understand that you have so many things that you are actually against or hate that is from the Western. Let me finish. It's true. You literally don't like so many things that happen in the Western culture. You don't like it. You're against it.
Like
my question to you is, why do you live in a country that you are against so much? I don't get it. Don't make sense to me.
Okay,
it don't make sense to me.
First of all, I'm not against any LGBT person. If they want to be LGBT, they're perfectly fine. They're perfectly fine.
You're walking.
Okay, Rennie, ask this question then, Rennie.
Because you confused that.
Rennie, what if your child turns LGBT, Rennie? If you've not got a problem, what happens if your child turns out to be LGBT?
Exactly.
No. People can coexist. I can coexist with people.
That's
the question.
You're deflecting.
But they can't have a family, Rennie.
If your child is homosexual, what would you do?
I'm not accepting it. I'm sorry.
Sorry?
I'm not accepting it.
Okay, here we go then.
So what would that
Wait.
Why not, Rennie?
Why not, Rennie?
What would be the result?
Hold on. Why not?
What would be the result? What the result would be, I'll give him like a little bit of my wealth, 30,000-40,000, and tell him to jog on.
No, hold on.
Why this guy is in the Western country? Why are you here?
He's a troll. I told you 10 minutes ago he was a troll.
I do have a question after he answers the question properly.
Wait.
Why would you not let your daughter or your son be with the same sex? Why?
Because I don't want them to.
You're such a liar. Because you're religion.
Hold on. But no, because hold on. That's not true. Because Muhammad was with 30 men.
No, stop, bro.
Let's not bring up this.
Every time the same thing all the time.
But hold on. What I believe is what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So if it's good enough for Muhammad, it's good enough.
Let's just not now.
Every time I come, why people are
Every
such...
Abrahamic. Okay, look, let me.
But the thing about
Doc,
it,
I
Patricia,
love living in
most
the UK.
Abrahamic
I'm very
religions will
happy.
have the
This
same.
haven't got anything
One
to
minute,
do with
Randy.
religion.
Most religions will have that same perspective in regards to homosexuality. There's
Exactly. So why then he's lying?
Right, but what I'm
That's
saying,
what I was
is,
saying.
but the
I'm
question
No,
getting
he
is,
said
cut
that.
off.
No.
yeah, but
Doc, I'm getting cut off
Punisher,
every
you
30
know,
seconds.
Punisher, you know that I
Is he
like you a
lying?
lot. I think you're a great guy, but you asking Rennie why are you here is counterproductive because there's lots of people here, like Tim, like other people, like that gentleman, who feel that way. If you are
What do you
part of
mean?
that,
No, not like Rennie.
Whoa, I would never disown
Not
my
like
child. I
Rennie.
would never
Nah,
disown my child.
stop, nuts. There are so many... Rennie came up here, and there are so many things that he said that are actually against this Western.
Wait.
He said it. So Rennie, let's
The
not
thing is,
try to save
I
him.
can
You know
say
what I
I
mean?
can say I'm different to Rennie because although
Oh my God.
the act of homosexuality is a sin within my religion, I would never disown my child if they came out as gay or lesbian. Rennie would. There's the difference.
Look, guys. Look, let me
So we
say
blame
something.
Christians then. Cool.
Doc, let me talk to you, please, because you got the wrong stick of me. Like you think you think that like obviously
I wonder why.
you think I'm against the country and that I love living in England. I'm very appreciative of England.
No, you didn't say
yes,
that.
some of the things I do say are trolling and I get a reaction and whatnot. But I've got no problem with anyone who's LGBT or whatever.
Sorry. Okay,
Look,
Rennie.
They just can't have a family.
If a homosexual man come up to you and try to be your friend, would you be friends with him?
Yeah. I'll say hello.
I would
just throw your child.
I've done some research, right? So I've gone away and I've found recent cases.
Three cases.
I said that.
Wow,
That's what I
3.
said. That's what I said. I can go away and find 3 cases. There'll be more if you want me to spend more time.
Okay, but still not
However,
Take you 20 minutes.
15 minutes research.
Oh, nice
If you'd
one.
like me to go even
Wow.
further, I can. So we can talk about the Zulocks in America. We can talk about Volley and McGowan. We can talk about Scully Hicks, and we can also talk about Rowan Randall in America as well.
Talk about UK.
So 2022, 2026, 2017, 2024. These are all cases of homosexual
2017's recent,
couples adopting
2017's
children
recent.
and doing
Jesus.
disgusting things to them.
Anyway,
Those
Sean,
3 cases have proved my
sorry,
point that I was making.
It's
These
still
are
not
Sean,
Sean,
can you do the exact
These
same
are
thing?
It's not a
abhorrent,
large case of
disgusting
people lying
cases
to each other.
that I'm thankful. I'm thankful I've only able to find 3 of them.
Sean, can you do the same thing about married
Greg.
straight couples then? Can you do the
This is
same
a
thing
problem.
about
Hold
married
on.
straight couples?
You go and do that, Tony, mate.
No,
If you know how to
no,
research, go and do
you're
that.
doing this.
Go on,
You're
you
doing
do your
research here.
research, buddy boy.
Guys,
You lad.
guys, on a second. I
You
want to say
lad.
something anyway. People are not going to find the percentage anyway. It's not a massive scale. It's not on the mass scale. Sorry, Love Bill, can you go ahead, say something? You want to say something? Sorry.
No, it's just that most PDFs are men, and this is something that happens with a lot of stepfathers as well. That they're taken in, and basically they just take advantage of the child. It's more common in that situation than with their own children, I think. But it's very common actually for men to do this. So this has nothing to do with like them being gay or not gay,
Yeah,
really.
I know. Excuse some of the people in the panel, you know. So sorry.
Yeah, we need to ban this. It needs to be a ban to all adoption agencies, local councils, and no longer allowing homosexual men to adopt children.
That's quite an extreme view to have.
If you want to adopt like an adolescent or like somebody that's a teenager or something like that, yeah, but not a child, not a baby.
John, see when you have a child and he comes out gay, will you support him for being gay?
So my child will never come out gay because
Why not?
what you have to understand
He doesn't even have a child.
What you have to understand is that homosexuality isn't something that you're born with. What it is, it's an acceptance and a willingness to explore a sexual fantasy and sexual fetish and the normalization of it.
So it's a choice.
The majority, the only reason why a lot of men don't engage in homosexual acts is because of the taboo nature around it, and that's good. We shouldn't be engaging in sex with other men.
Yeah. You must hate
That's
this
the
month.
point.
You must hate this month, by the way, when it's Pride Month.
Oh, it's disgusting. I do hate this month, yeah.
Why is it disgusting to be proud of what you are?
What I also blame homosexuality for is the introduction of more degenerate and disgusting things like trans ideology. That would never have came into society and became acceptable if it wasn't for the homosexuals.
100%.
So, can I say something? Okay, go ahead, Sean.
So, Tony, his name's not Sean, by the way, it's Greg. And
I'm apparently
nobody asked Sean. Nobody asked you to speak. So
yeah, but the likelihood of him finding his own PP then getting a woman pregnant is very unlikely.
Sean, your mother found it.
He's more likely to fall pregnant himself. The size of him.
Oh my god!
Fucking hell, Sean!
Okay,
you really
we talked about kids getting adopted.
Sorry. Okay, can I say something, guys?
Doc, what's your
very
opinions
funny.
on?
It wasn't really
What's
that
your
funny.
opinion?
What's your opinions on residential homes? Let's say, for example, there's two 13-year-olds or two 12-year-olds or whatever you want to call it, and you've got obviously male staff members and you've got female staff members. What would you think about that? Would you allow? Would you?
I know firsthand experience what residential care is like.
Okay, so residential.
So what's your question?
Let's say, for example, there's two kids, one's 13 and one's 11. They're both females. Now, there's male members of staff and there's female members of staff. Would you agree that there should be male members of staff?
Yes.
Yeah, it depends on the age of the resi and the age of people in that.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't think that there should be male nursery workers, for example. But in residential care, in residential homes where you're dealing with children that are likely above the age of 8 to 16, 17, then yeah, I think that men should be in those spaces. They're not also acting as parental figures. They're acting as kind of they run the care home. It's a bit different. And I think, you know, you can sit there and say this, but I'm well aware of the care system. I used to work in the care system. I'm knowledgeable around the people that came in. Hang on a second, let me talk.
So Greg's one of these people then.
I'm speaking from first-hand experience.
Especially
from weird men that I've spoken to about adopting and becoming adopters and wanting to understand the reasons why they want to do it. And I've had at least one example of a man that came to an event with the interest of becoming an adopter and adopting a child, and him just being on his own, first of all, which is weird, and the way in which he was talking about how he wants to raise a child and have, you know, a kid of his own and things like that. And don't even get me started of trans women, so males pretending to be women.
Trans, man.
He wants to speak. He wants to raise a family.
Dot Punisher, if you had a daughter, how would you feel about a male dressed as a woman going into the bathroom and watching her? Yeah, so that's what trans ideology allows. Trans ideology allows people to violate sex-separated spaces based on gender. It's disgusting.
Hold on, Tony. I believe that when it comes to that, they have to have their own separate bathroom. I don't think they should be going to female bathroom in the same. I think I'm having quite an issue with that.
Dog, I got a question for you.
Unless they're fully, completely, you know, even the team is off.
No, because they're still males. They're still males. You can't change your biology.
Can I finish? So when they're completely off, and I'm talking about a complete transition to a fully, let's say, woman, and that the PP completely off, then yes, they might go to a female bathroom. But while Greg, calm down, man. While they have the people out there, I don't think
they're still males. They're still males.
Greg, what happened? Are you got abused by a trans or something?
Absolutely not. I'd never allow that to happen. If a trans person tried to abuse me, I would unalive them. I would unalive them.
100%.
If they came anywhere near me in that regard, I would unalive
Greg,
them.
man. He's
from
the only
self-defense.
person who's speaking facts over here. He's the only person.
Then I need to be quiet, man.
Doc, I got a question for you, Doc.
When you back to back, when you go back.
Doc, I've got a question for you.
The thing is,
obviously, Doc, you've got no problem.
I can't lie. The thing is already, there's a lot of situations from discussion. There's multiple situations where the majority of the panel wouldn't, but you would go and tear your daughter's picture off the family portrait. There's much more situations where you would.
If I were you, I wouldn't even say anything, man.
Anyone else?
Guys, look,
if I'm like being just the observer of that in this situation,
I've changed my mind. I've changed my mind.
Oh, you changed your mind now.
If my daughter got married to any other race or if any other race here, I wouldn't disown her. The only reason I would disown my children here if they came out LGBT. That's
hang on, let's do the test. Rennie, if your daughter marries a beautiful Indian man, what are you gonna do?
If he's Muslim, I'll accept it.
No, what about if he's not Muslim?
What if he's Sikh?
If he's not Muslim, then the marriage is invalid.
What's happening to the portrait, Rennie? What's happening to the portrait? Wait, what's happening to the portrait, Rennie? What's happening to the portrait?
Rennie, would you like your daughter marry Dark?
Sorry?
Asking Rennie, would you let his daughter marry you?
No, because
we got no topic. Dark Punisher, I want to comment on the topic.
You got no hair, Dark.
I saw a comment about the mother, the child's mother, this 13-year-old baby's mother, which I think is important.
13-year-old. It says 13 months.
So just to clarify, right? So the child's mother was a 42-year-old woman that had been in and out of prison after an incident where she, I'm pretty sure it was unalived, but it might have been something else, a pensioner when they were 14. So obviously that was a troubled person that's been in and out of prison, and the child's gone into care for its own safety. Now look what's happened to it as a result. This is a failure of the care system. This is a failure of the police for not identifying this earlier and acting on it. And ultimately it's something that needs to be changed. We can't allow even one more of these occasions happening. And as I was speaking, I'm well aware of the adoption process and the vetting that goes on. And to give you an idea, right? So this is an area of my expertise. So after an initial inquiry, you come to an adoption event, you hear about what's going on, what it involves. You then get a visit afterwards where an assessment worker comes out.
Greg,
where an assessment worker...
Aren't you the same Greg that reckons it's okay to use the N-word?
Yeah, so where an assessment worker comes out to your house, carries out an assessment.
It's been a long day for you, Greg. You work in this field, but you think it's okay to use the N-word.
I used to work in this field. I work in the private sector now, don't worry.
Do you think it's okay to use the N-word?
Yes, in some context.
Right,
and
so
you have no chat.
You have no chat for nothing. You've got no chat.
The entire process takes about 12 to 18 months.
Yeah, I'm bored. What's the topic now? So
we're talking about the child. You know, the child was alive.
He's talking about the child.
Sorry,
Greg.
I'm
going to continue.
Sorry, Greg. Why do you mention the mother again, Greg? Why do you mention the mother anyway? Why do you mention the mother?
Because somebody asked about it in the comments.
Okay.
Somebody asked about it.
So you can't get your own thoughts in. You need the
what I'm
tell you
also
what to say.
talking about is the adoption process, right? So 12 to 18 months, and during that time, they carry out
comment for his own thoughts. He can't think for himself.
We know
there's
you
an
don't
enhanced
like homosexual couples.
Don't punish it. Can you control these men?
I'm
trying to talk.
Yeah, but okay. Sorry, Greg. You issue.
Control your men.
Sorry.
Right, Greg. You can't control shit.
Sorry. Sorry, Greg. I know that you
are at home, my mum.
Sorry.
He still lives at home, my mum.
Big man.
Greg still lives at home with his mum.
Oh my God.
Greg, you have no chat for nobody. So what we're going to do is move on. Punisher, can we talk about the actual topic, please? Because
we're talking about the topic, you moron.
Yeah, we don't really need to.
Greg, you're blaming the mother on the guy killing the child.
Don't be a moron.
Before we move on to the topic, can I ask Doc a question? Because he's always, he's always anti-Rennie in it. So basically, Doc, obviously,
it's anti-what?
I wonder why.
Anti-Rennie.
Anti-what?
You don't. Anti-Rennie. You take about 40 minutes.
Rennie, take a day off. Have a day off.
Okay, I want to hear what he says, please.
Okay.
So
Doc,
what am I anti-what? Sorry.
Anti-Rennie.
Anti-Rennie. Okay.
Okay. Anyways, forget all that. I've got a question, Doc, because obviously you always ask me questions about disowning your children and whatnot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, you wouldn't mind, obviously, your son being like LGBT and stuff. Yeah.
What's the father's duty?
To obviously love his child and whatnot.
Okay, so if your child become LGBT, why should I love him?
Because obviously, like, it's a bit abnormal, isn't it?
Okay, so you go against your own relatives. Okay, thank you.
No. Okay.
So move on. Next.
So would you keep your son? Like, would you keep your son basically?
Of course. Listen, the only time.
Okay.
Can I speak?
Your son is not a pet.
Can I speak? Okay. The only time I would disown my son if he's PDF or committed a crime of unaliving someone, which is without self-defense. Literally go out there and unaliving women, or be a PDF. Hold on. If my son become homosexual, I love him still. If he's a good man and he's homosexual, I'm happy with that.
Okay,
I don't know,
okay,
because
fair enough.
that's
Okay, cool.
a job of a father. People like you, Rennie, obviously, you're obviously misogynistic, homophobic, and all that. So obviously,
I'm not
you want your
homophobic.
child to be how you want it to be. Now you love your child only the way you want your child to be.
No.
If your child become LGBTQ or maybe marry an Indian or a black person, you disown it. So you don't love your child. You truly don't love your child. You just love your child when you want it to be the way you want it to
Doc.
be.
So
I
we've
cook you
established
again.
that. We've established the LGBT now. For
How's
example,
how's the stick
if your
cooking?
child now becomes if your son tried becoming a woman and put a wig on and everything, would you still keep your son?
What did I just tell you? Did you hear what I said to you, or you didn't listen?
But that's where
I'm
we
concerned
differ.
with is
See,
that
end of story. Move on. Next.
That's where we
Punisher,
differ.
what I'm concerned is that he keeps asking you, would you keep him? I don't know what you're going to do.
Because you can disown him. You can get rid of him.
I
Like
don't disown. Sorry,
You can take him to a garbage jail and hopefully gets picked up cheaply.
Rennie,
Come
kids
on.
are not just for
Get a grip of
Christmas.
yourself, Rennie.
Sorry,
Kids are
Rennie.
not just for
Rennie, I
Christmas.
will never disown. Sorry, I will never disown my son unless again it becomes a PDF or obviously a serious murderer that unalive people for no reason. That's the reason. That's when I will completely disown my son. If he become LGBT or whatever he is, as long as he's a good man and he respects people, right? And he's a good man, like I said, I'll still love him as my son. And that's the difference between me and you.
Doc, you've got a good heart. You've got a good heart. But now imagine
more
that
than you,
son.
of course, yeah.
Imagine now you take your son back to Africa, or your son, daughter, he, she. Do you think you'd be proud? Like,
there is no point you try to deflect the conversation. I told you what I told you. That's it. Is that okay for you?
Anything you ask the same question.
You said because he wants to try
four
to.
times.
Exactly, because he doesn't want to accept it.
Honestly,
Rennie.
I'm rubbing my lamp right now, Rennie, in the hope I get 3 wishes. Because
Rubbing
one of them
your
wishes
lamp?
is
What
I'm
the-
hoping.
See what I mean?
Let me
Talk about the case, guys.
Let me finish, right? Because I'm hoping one of them wishes I get granted is Rennie's children. One of Rennie's children becomes a transformer.
What? That's never gonna happen. Because you know what it is. Never going to happen.
Can we go back to
Here
the
comes the
topic?
person who's going to blame the mother.
Go back to the topic.
Here
Sorry,
comes
well,
Cherry
I
who's going to
personally
blame the mother.
I personally, yeah, no, I do think the mother has a part to play in this 1,000%.
Wait, she should shut her legs,
I
is
don't
what you
know
just
why
said,
no
wasn't
one's
it?
mentioned the mother.
Did you say in the comments you just wanted to shut her legs?
Yeah, she should have shut her legs if she wasn't able to look after her child.
Okay.
Can I
You don't know if
finish?
she was raped or not.
Can I
Go back to the
finish?
topic, guys. I'm gonna start dropping you guys. Back to the topic.
Can I finish?
But she may have been raped.
She wasn't raped.
How do you know?
How do you know?
Is abortion illegal in the UK? Are we all
Were you
fucking dense?
there?
Can you not have an abortion?
Were you there? Do you know what her state
Nat,
of
can
mind
you
was?
shut up, you fake
Do you know when
Christian?
she
Shut
found
up.
out she was pregnant? You don't know,
Yes,
so be quiet.
she's a criminal. She's a criminal. She's
Yeah,
a
shut up.
scutter.
Anyway,
She had a part to play. She had a
Who
part
about
to
now
play.
here?
We're talking about
The mother of the
mother.
child. The child.
The mother of who? Sorry.
Yeah,
The mother of the 13-month-old.
The baby.
The mother. Sorry, the mother of the baby have nothing to do with the case. So don't get me wrong.
It does. So she doesn't have a part to play, no?
No.
He does.
How doesn't she?
Because she's not there. The two men are not like.
Punish her. She literally give her kid away. How does she not have a part to
Exactly.
play? She was a bad
Hold on a
mother.
second. Hold on a second. I know that some people are quite slow
Which
here.
is why she gave
How
up for adoption.
How can a mother have the part of on the life of the baby when she gave the baby away? She didn't want the baby, so how should she know the two men that they were?
Why did she give the baby up? She shouldn't have given the baby
Oh my
up.
God, man.
The baby was taken off her.
Yeah, because she was a shit mom. If she wasn't a shit mom, her son would have been on alive. So how was it also not her?
Look
Can I change the panel because you guys seem quite slow? Can I bring new people on the panel, please?
No.
Honestly.
Hold on, Punisher, get the story up. Hold on, Punisher, get the story up and you'll understand the start to end.
I'll get the story
The
up.
mother
Give me
had
a
the
sec-
child
give me a
taken
sec.
off her because she was a shit mum.
No, she was
No,
in prison. Hang on, let me
That's the
see.
reason why they don't.
And
So
the
you're telling me
child-
now.
the ch-
So you're telling me now that the reason why the
got
baby's
nothing
alive
to do with
is
the
also
mother
the
then.
mother's fault.
The
Yeah,
child
the mother
was
also has a part
five
to
days
play,
old.
yeah.
The child,
Oh my God,
child was
Jesus
5
Christ.
days old when it went into care. Okay,
I think-
first of all,
Yeah,
That's
I think
so
the
sad,
reality
man.
that the child was in care shows that the mother couldn't cope, but that doesn't mean that she is responsible for
No,
what
of course she's not
happened.
responsible.
No, it says that she's a shit mom.
But, no,
Yeah,
but
so what do you
not
want her to do
necessarily.
then? What do you want her to
What do you
do?
mean? And are you weird?
What
No,
do
you
you want
weird.
her
They
to
don't
do?
like you or something. Get off the panel.
unintelligent.
You're
Get off the
like
panel. Go to Pebble. Go to Pebble.
You're like
Because
Yeah,
you
low
just say like
IQ, man.
Red,
Low
you-
How is it
IQ.
low
Bible.
IQ? So you're telling me
Alright,
the
it's not
mother
point.
has
Low
not a part to
IQ.
play?
Drop her. Bye.
Oh, that's
Bye.
fuck off, you fucking
Yeah, bye.
Point Cass is trying to make, right, is if you're going to be a shit mum, don't have fucking children.
Yes.
What do you mean?
But Sean,
What?
you don't know the back.
Listen,
But Sean, you don't know the background to it. You don't know. She might have been great.
Can I read it out,
She might have
please?
people
Can
talking
you
back
listen?
to her.
You can't, there is no way you guys can. There is no way you guys can tell me that the mother is also
anyone.
No. Can I read out what actually
happened? No way.
Anyone
you can
one at a time.
Whatever you want, but the mother is not part of the baby.
Anyone that blames the mother
listen, right? This is from the Crown.
Greg, thanks for giving that live again.
Listen. This is about
one
the case,
second,
okay?
Greg. 1 second.
Elmo, you've just come in, man. Elmo,
anyone that blames the mother, you lot are disgusting.
Just wait.
You lot are disgusting, bro.
Oh my God.
Let's see what you have to say, Greg.
Listen, so Jamie Varley, 37, was convicted at Preston Crown Court for unaliving, child cruelty, sexual offences and indecent images relating to a 13-month-old. His partner, 32, is convicted of allowing the unaliving of a child cruelty and sexual assault. Varley was in the process of adopting baby Preston, also known as Elijah, with his partner. Just 4 months after being placed with the couple, Preston was taken to Blackpool Victoria Hospital, unconscious and in cardiac arrest. He could not be saved. Varley tried falsely claiming that Preston had accidentally drowned in the bath, but prosecutors were able to prove that his injuries were consistent with his airways being obstructed. The evidence presented that the prosecution proved that in the final months of Preston's life, he was routinely ill-treated, sexually assaulted and physically assaulted, suffering more than 40 separate injuries.
By who?
By both his partner, by his adoptive parents.
Okay, so
exactly. So why are you not blaming the mother?
Stop.
We're not.
Elmo,
I'm not blaming the mother. I'm not.
So,
but
Elmo, calm down. So,
just to clarify,
I want to know how the mom as part of this. Go ahead.
Read them then.
Yeah. So Jamie Varley is from Grimsarg in Lancashire. He was convicted of unaliving, assault by penetration ×2, trial cruelty ×6.
Bring the mother.
Section 20. No, this doesn't mention the mother because the mother was looking after the child.
Listen
to me. Listen to me. Listen. The mother was looking after it. It was in the mother's care for 5 days. That baby was in his mother's care for 5 days. This isn't about the mother. The mother obviously had her own problems, and the child was then placed into care.
Sorry, the reason why I make you read the case is because I want to know how the mother has part of it. How the mother has part to play in the case.
I'm
slow here or something?
Not. The mother's not part of it.
Okay, all right. So
not me.
Okay, great, cool. Okay, I don't care about the case because we already know the case. People on the panel say that the mother has part to play in the unalivement of the child.
No, Kaz said that.
No, you didn't say that, Greg. I'm saying.
No, I didn't say that.
No, you did not say that. I'm saying Sean and obviously.
No.
Sean's an idiot.
I never said no. It's Kaz.
Yeah, you did, Sean. Yeah, you did.
Hold on.
Yes, you did, Sean. Yes, you did.
The child's mum.
No,
was in the case.
Sean.
The mom had a bad history. Yes.
The
mom was in and out of prison, but they put the kid in foster care. So one second, big, 1 second. Big, 1 second. Big,
the child was born.
Big, 1 second.
Read out.
The article
Open
the mum's
one at a time.
Right.
Okay.
The article I sent you, Punisher, has the story about our mum.
Okay, I don't care about that. I want to know. Listen, guys. You guys have said, and then you, Sean, Rennie, and obviously Cass, I said that the mom has part to play on the unalivement of the child. Yes. Now, Sean, tell me how the mother has part of it of the death of the child. Go ahead, please.
Right. So if she wasn't fit enough to be a parent, she should never have had a child, right? So basically,
you advocate for AB. You advocate for banning AB.
I'm not going to make any sense.
You advocate for banning AB. You sick fuck.
Why are you not letting me finish my statement?
You advocate for banning AB. You advocate for that. And then you're talking about fit mothers.
Okay. If she's not fit enough to be a fucking parent, then she should be sterilised, not having an AB. Do you understand? There you go.
Sean,
shut the fuck up and let me finish.
Sean, you don't know.
Why
no fucking way. You just said a woman should be sterilised.
My mouth. You asked me to speak. I speak and everyone crashes the fucking.
Bro, he said a woman should be sterilised.
Sean, as usual. Because you're talking shit as usual.
We don't know the backstory of this lady. She could have found out that she was pregnant very late on in her pregnancy.
If it wasn't for fucking Punisher bringing this up, and you wouldn't fucking know about it. Who do you think fucking told him about it?
It's in the fucking news.
So shut the fuck up.
I spoke to Punisher about this since the morning. You don't even know anything about anything, Sean. I spoke to Punisher about this in the morning.
You're too busy making that fucking list about PLM, and
again, Alicia has been speaking about this for weeks.
You made the list, Tony, have you?
Alicia has been speaking about this.
You put my name on it, probably, didn't you?
Okay, can I give you my opinion on it? My opinion is,
If you want your name on it, ask.
Look, guys,
Try it, man.
Look, Doc, you know you're a parent as well, and you know that it takes a lot of responsibility to raise kids. Now, when you were having kids, or just before you had a kid, were you prepared on having a kid and knowing the responsibilities around having a kid?
You're never prepared to fucking be a parent. Even in your 30s or your 40s, nobody is prepared to have a
big bad. What a guy.
I don't,
calm down.
Fucking hell, man.
Calm down.
You should know. I'm fucking sick of
So guys, then this is the point. You stop doing degenerate behavior and having one-night stands and having accidental children.
Rennie, hold a second. Rennie, I didn't, because when I was a child, I was still a little bit mature. I was young and I wasn't ready. But I still am the child and I have to step up to be a father, of course.
Doc, did now, you have
Rennie, stop before I open the Quran. Stop. So, Rennie, what I'm saying to you right now, Rennie, is this. The mother, probably she wasn't fit to have a child. Maybe she said, I'm not ready to have a child.
Can I talk about the mother? I know that. I've just got an article.
I thought you were talking now.
Sorry, the mother didn't have a child. She wasn't ready, so she gave the child away. All right. She didn't know that the two men will be a criminal.
So if the child wasn't given up.
Let me talk. Let me read.
Hold on.
Hang on, Sean. I can tell you the facts, okay? No, Sean, listen, right?
Guys, advocate for saying the mother's fault.
Let me speak.
Love to see this.
I was speaking to Rennie anyway. I don't know why people jump on me.
Can I say something to you?
Jumped on me. So basically, no one's going to speak.
No, I didn't jump on you. I was speaking to Rennie.
Three people advocating to blame their mother for the child.
Guys, have some respect for the host, man.
This is insane.
That's it. Off my panel. Can't control panel. That's it. Enough is enough. Fucking boring, man. So, I'm tired now, guys. I'm gonna be off. Sorry, guys. Got better things to do, because obviously this is getting boring now. So, peace and quiet, guys, because people keep talking over each other. It's just annoying. So, I'll go work tomorrow anyway. So, I'm gonna speak about this tomorrow. Probably about 4 o'clock. Alright? Okay, good night, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.